OK, let's go back to our top story now about Israeli soldiers who say they were ordered to shoot people near food distribution centres in Gaza. The Haaretz newspaper reports that some soldiers were told to fire heavy weapons to disperse people. Let's now speak to one of the journalists behind that report. Nir Hasson joins us from West Jerusalem. Nir, welcome to Al Jazeera. Good to have you with us. The headline is chilling. IDF soldiers ordered to shoot deliberately at unarmed Gazans waiting for humanitarian aid. It seems everyone, including ordinary hungry civilians, are deemed to be targets.
Yes, well, we know for the last months or so that there are some very violent incidents around those distribution centers in Gaza. And there were more than 500 casualties around those centers. And now me and my colleagues, Yaniv Kubovich and Bar Peleg, we brought testimonies by soldiers and commanders from the IDF that telling us the policy, the fire policy that that make this happen. What they are telling us is that the IDF is actually communicate the Gazan population by fire, by fired live ammunition.
Of course, Nir, this is not something we don't already know. I mean, our reporters have been reporting this has been going on for a long, long time. But it is surprising to hear it directly, isn't it, from those soldiers who are on the ground, who've been receiving those instructions and then carrying it out.
Yes, well, I think in the Israeli army as well as in the Israeli society as well, there are some cracks in the feeling, in the understanding of what's going on in Gaza. Most of the Israelis, the great majorities of the Israelis and the great majorities of the IDF soldiers as well, still believe that the war in Gaza is just, and the IDF do what it does in Gaza because it's necessary for the security of Israel. However, I think in the last few weeks or months or so, there is some cracks in this understanding, in this in the Israeli discourse, if you like. And there are more and more people who are asking themselves, not only is this war is necessary, but also what is the humanitarian price that the Gazan population is paying for this war.
Are people, do you think, Nir, widely? Do you think people in Israel are widely cognizant, are widely aware of this instruction to kill civilians? And indeed, some are being killed by snipers, aren't they? We're continually hearing from doctors here in Al Jazeera treating the wounded who talk of people coming in with headshot wounds or their knees shot out.
Yeah, the story that we just brought today didn't consider snipers. It's actually a practice of, as I said, controlling the crowd by fire. Like if you want the crowd to run off a place, you shoot them at them, even though you know they're unarmed, and you use fire to move people from one point to another. But the question about what the Israelis knows or do not know about what's going on in Gaza, I think it's a very good question, because the mainstream media in Israel mostly do not deal with what's going on with the Gazan people. They speak about what's going on in Gaza from the IDF side, but not about the humanitarian issues of the war.
Okay, just one final question, Nir. Sorry, I'm sorry to jump in, but we are just running out of time. Very quickly, yeah, sure. Where is this coming from ultimately, this instruction to kill? It must be coming from the very top, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it's come from pretty top in the Israeli army. we don't know for sure. We don't have the name of the officer who decide to use that method to control the people, but it's have to be pretty high in the comment channel.
All right, Nir, thanks for joining us here on Al Jazeera. We'll leave it there. There's Nir Hasson from Haaretz speaking to us here on Al Jazeera. Thank you.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.